Rob out here at ImAlwaysInHotWater.com out here in Charleston, South Carolina. We're dealing with about 20 to 28 mile-an-hour knots today, and the current is ripping. I do not think I'm going to sea trial this baby today, but I have gone through all functions, and I'm good. So she's a beauty. Out here today, I'm going to try and do this as quick as possible, and I'm running 2 cameras in case one messes up. As you guys know, I live 2 hours away, so I want to get this right for you. Initial video is up with the showing the bottom and the exterior of the vessel, because I knew with the water wouldn't be able to do that unless I did. 2008 Scout 221 Winyah Bay Yamaha 4-stroke, 176 hours, although I've had it running for about 45 minutes already, and revved her up a few times. And I've been through all the functions in the vessel, and once again, hire a mechanic and a surveyor if you want, but to my eye, I could probably say comfortably 98% of everything works on this vessel. I have not checked the nav lights, but I have checked everything else, and also the power pole seems to be tied up. So I'll get the verification on power pole function. As far as the rest of it goes, and a couple of broken snaps, I have 0 complaints on this vessel, other than she might need a little bit of bottom paint if you want to go that route. It is not a necessity. You are 100% turnkey ready on this boat. You are good to go. This vessel was just detailed finished up within the last 3 hours, and in addition, I just put a brand new interstate cranking battery in. The other one was about 5 years old, so just for a proper sale, to make sure you guys get what you're supposed to get, we wanted to make sure you had a proper battery. You know, the power pole, the setup battery seems to be fine. Deep cycle. As you guys can see, if you want to just take a quick look at the T-top, your spreader lights, you know, are all working, and in addition, as far as your court lights, hopefully you can see it here in the dark for at night. They are also, the LED lighting is also on and working. As I move forward into the vessel, what you see is what you get. Forward padding, really, just the cushions are in excellent condition. I don't see any rips, any tears, any discoloration, really anything that would alarm me or is going to alarm you in person. That all looks good. There are a couple of snaps, as you can see. One, I probably counted about 6, which will include up underneath, which you can't see. I think like you got 2 here, 1 over there. You're probably a snap kit and you're good to go. Forward anchor hatch, side coolers, also detailed and cleaned. This thing is a fishing and family fun vessel. As you guys can see, I'm trying to walk through the boat to give you guys that walkthrough. This is your tire kicking walkthrough. Now, I'm sure most of you know that have been following the post. Once again, I apologize for the delay. There's a huge waiting list for this boat. It's going to go very quickly. Please don't get upset. It just is the way it is with some of these boats. I've done my best to try and offer it up to as many people as possible. These are rare. If you guys can see, that is a lot of storage area. As you guys can hear, the stereo is working just fine. Those are new speakers. You guys can see we got 1 snap there on the back. We're just going to plop that down for now. You're set up for trolling motor, already wired up. In fact, let's pop up in here. As you guys can see, you got a charger. Actually, it should be a Pro Charger, yes. You're set up with your dual batteries, all wired up if you want to go with a trolling motor. That interstate battery was actually just purchased by me about an hour ago. Just I wanted to make sure at any time we would sea trial the boat that we would crank appropriately. Let me just keep going. Let's go to the helm and then we'll bounce back out front. Battery switch, and you know, set up right down there. I've been through horns working, fresh water, recirculate, 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 pump 1, pump 2, bilge, live well, quart storage. Actually, I didn't check quart storage. I don't see anything popping on there. Quart storage, oh, lights. Quart storage, I would have to assume Could be in the wrong spot. Yep. All right, on starboard, we are on, I thought I was in the right spot. Port, you need a bulb. So call that. So you're down one bulb, a couple of snaps, and possibly, or not a power pole, I'm not sure. I think the power pole works just fine. Now, Lenco trim tabs with auto retract. Obviously, you're running up top your fog light in a sense, and your power pole, your stereo system, as you can hear. There you go there. As we pop up on the gauges, 176 now, showing a full tank of gas. And, you know, I really don't know what else to say there. There you go. Compass. Your charts. Obviously, have to turn on the XM for your charts and your signal. GPS map 4208. VHF Marine ICM304 with mic, of course. Here's your switch for your forward and aft lights. So we're all good there. As you guys can see, speakers going all the way through. Rod holder storage, port and starboard, of center console. I guess I got that music too loud now. Let me turn that down. Hopefully you guys can hear me with this wind. This boat, I got to tell you what, when I first looked at the boat, I didn't think it was going to be this nice. But this is an amazing design. Talk about fishing and family fun at the same time. You guys can see right up underneath there. Right. And let's just snap that back on with this wind. I don't want anything flying out. Nice forward seating. Comfortably 7 people on this vessel and fishing at the same time. Helm seating, excellent condition. No issues. Maybe we could clean that up just a little bit. That could have been me. That might be just a little bit of sun wear. But if you guys can just kind of take a look. Rod holder on that. Bolster, port and starboard. And also removable backrests. Actually, let's just pop up. Hydraulic jack plate. Fresh water, raw water. Bait wells, live wells. It's loaded as loaded gets. The boat is loaded. Anchor will can be conveyed. There is no safety gear. There is no fenders. There are no lines. This is your power pole setup in here. Dedicated. I'm waiting for a call from the seller to tell me if the power pole works or not. If he says it works, it's good enough for me, because he said everything else worked, and that's been true. Up in here is going to be our live wells and bilges. Well, live wells, you guys can kind of see. There we go. Now you're running 2. I think you can actually hook up to 3 in this one as an option. I think that the starboard and center, I think you can actually go all 3 if you want. And as we're walking through, fuel to your left on port side. What else did I want to show you guys? I think that's probably about it. She is a beautiful vessel. To my eye, you are about as good as you're going to get on a pre-owned boat. Only recommendations would be fixing a couple of snaps, a bulb, maybe if you want to upgrade to a trolling motor. Obviously, there is no trailer in the sale of this vessel, as noted. You know, you're more than welcome to purchase a new one from any dealership or look for a pre-owned. Honestly, if I was you, okay, we do want to make a note of something. Up here, as you guys can see, let me just check this. All right, no zipper. All right, so you might want to change that out to a tea bag or something. That's your call. All right, so you're down a zipper. You're down a couple of snaps. You know, ticky-tack stuff. Bottom paint is bottom paint. You know, that is what it is. I can't do anything about that. But overall, a very functioning vessel. Extremely clean. I really like the fact that they have those backrests set up for coming off. The swim ladder is set up in there. I got to figure out how to open that hatch. I think there's a key to open it. That's the only thing me and the detailer couldn't get figured out. So overall, 2008 Scout, 221, Winyah Bay, excellent condition as far as I'm concerned for the model year. Now a lot of guys would say, you know, well, it's not excellent, but you know, for a 2008, you are in there. And now seafoam green just presents beautifully. So anyway, that'll about do it. The only other thing I can do is, depending if I get ballsy enough to take it out on sea trial, but honestly, I'm not really worried about it in the least. And on top of the fact, I really don't know this waterway very well. So anyway, Rob at ImAlwaysInHotWater.com. Wishing you guys a great and safe boating day. Wishing you good luck in purchasing this vessel. You know, and for those that do, or reasonable offers may be considered on an offer sheet. A deposit is required to schedule for formal inspections, and if you're really interested, start checking on a trailer. So anyway, Rob out here at ImAlwaysInHotWater.com. Beautiful 2008 Winyah Bay 221. Charleston, signing off.